years, because I've talked to your CEO, Brad, fairly often, and he's made the case this is a way for banks to save money, use XRP as kind of a bridge currency. But I got to say, it doesn't seem to be happening. It seems every year this is kind of the promise, but we're not seeing a lot of adoption. What's going on there?
I would agree that adoption of digital assets has been a little slower, you could see it as being incredibly quick or incredibly slow, depending on what time frame you think is reasonable. I would say revolutionizing international finance is not something that you would expect to happen overnight. But it is a multi-step process, and I think the first problem that we encountered, we kind of thought that we could take a direct line to settling with a digital asset, and I think a lot of people thought that, well, now we have digital assets, let's just use them for payments, and that'll be that. Part of the problem is that the payment systems are just not capable of supporting instantaneous settlement. So if you think about a payment system like SWIFT, where you just kind of push a payment message out, and you don't necessarily know the entire path, and you don't know the fees until later, you don't even know if the destination account even exists until sometime later when the payment is actually processed by the destination institution. There's no way that you could build instantaneous settlement into a system like that.
Paul Ali, the Director of Freight and Trade Australia, provided some enlightening thoughts regarding his company's ability to engage in Ripple's payment systems in an indirect manner during a recent interview. Furthermore, is there a chance that using XRP may endanger the cryptocurrency market and the financial industry? Based on the study of a cryptocurrency analyst by the name of Igra, XRP might soon see a 58-fold increase in value. But can it mimic Ethereum's functions exactly? Kindly continue reading to learn more about this subject. I wanted to know whether there was any way to integrate XRP with SWIFT. Notably, Long acted as a mediator in the conversation between the CEO of TGL, an Australian global logistics company, and the FTA director. Chang inquired about the most recent collaboration between FTA and Ripple. And Zelly's answer during the discussion. Zelly acknowledged right away that he was not an authority in blockchain technology in general, but he also asserted that his son's acquisition of Ripple shares was the cause of his growing interest in the subject. His curiosity was aroused when he made a caustic remark regarding his son's decision to invest in Ripple instead of paying off his parents' debts. Zelly went on to claim that, despite the fact that FTA had previously been contacted by Ripple, the company was reluctant to collaborate with them because of Ripple's legal troubles in the US. The filmmaker did note, however, that a re-examination of the original concept had occurred as a result of Ripple's successful outcome in the US court battles. The director's statement, which said that while Ripple offered its services to me and several other high-profile bank executives, we were unable to move through with the partnership because of an ongoing legal issue, was explained in light of this. After the investigation is finished, we will get in touch with Ripple. Although he did not fully understand the implications of the technology for FTA members, Zelly reiterated during this period that he does not have any knowledge of the current state of pain and technology. However, he acknowledged that Ripple's technology had the potential to enable real-time payment transfers while maintaining a high level of safety. Additionally, at a briefing attended by the Australian director, he learned that large financial institutions had expressed interest in Ripple, indicating its potential significance. As he stated during the briefing, numerous representatives from major banks were quite interested in Ripple, proving that it is a real phenomenon. The question is how exactly this translates into practical solutions for our members. Furthermore, the host added to the conversation by rebutting a misstatement about Ripple's payment methods, according to the link. Additionally, he underlined that Ripple regulates seats in collaboration with government systems to increase the effectiveness of payment operations. In addition, he discussed the possible advantages that cross-border payments facilitated by Ripple technology could offer the Australian market in relation to the FTA's next moves with Ripple. The primary characteristic of Ripple's infrastructure that sets it apart from other blockchains' decentralized models is its centralized architecture. Zell said that Ripple officials had just participated in a roadshow in Sydney, where they engaged with the locals. In addition, he said that the FTA intended to host information sessions in the future so that participants could speak with Ripple representatives in person, exchange questions, and consider the potential for future cooperation. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that notice. Click here to sign up for alerts on the most recent XRP-related happenings. Graham BRG, a regional manager for SWIFT for more than 20 years, and Farina, the head of social adoption at XRP Healthcare, recently addressed XRP's prospective involvement in SWIFT's payment processing in an interview that Farina tweeted about finding. Bright mentioned that XRP might be involved in SWIFT payment processing, even though the interview was done at least 3 years ago. As a result, the subject has drawn a lot of attention throughout the discussion. Lilia Halper questioned Brig about the possibility of cryptocurrency replacing SWIFT in the future. With 2 decades of experience on the platform, Bright highlighted the importance of SWIFT as the main communications system in the financial sector. While SWIFT can handle financial services, real-time transactions and instantaneous money visibility are not among its strong features, as brought up by Bright, a 20-year SWIFT employee. Bright drew a comparison between the new cryptocurrency networks and SWIFT's old store and forward system, pointing out that the former promote instantaneous real-time capital transfers and offer transparent transaction views. However, BRG made it quite evident that he does not see cryptocurrencies, in particular, Ripple's network, which uses XRP, totally replacing SWIFT in the near future. Instead, he saw cryptocurrencies like XRP operating as supplemental networks that catered to institutions that required real-time capabilities. Moreover, Bright noted that SWIFT was being developed to include real-time features in order to ensure that it would remain relevant in the quickly evolving financial environment. The possibility of XRP being integrated into the SWIFT network was hinted at by an experienced employee of XRP during this period. He believes that SWIFT's foreign exchange transactions could benefit from using the Ripple network. In other words, we may also Ripple XRP moving across the SWIFT network as a currency when we're possibly using something like FX, which is an acronym for foreign exchange. It's important to note that, despite Bright's comment, the XRP community had high hopes for a partnership between SWIFT and Ripple. However, this partnership never materialized. On the other hand, SWIFT partnered with Chainlink to investigate the possibility of once again using the Link token for cryptocurrency payment processing. In the context of this conversation, Karen, a well-known former banker, emphasized the revolutionary aspects of cryptocurrencies like XRP. He made the point that XRP allows for the quick and inexpensive transmission of money to any location in the world, with fees that are only pennies per transaction. Making international transfers can take up to 2 days and incur exorbitant fees in addition to a sizable fraction of the overall transaction value, according to the former banker. He was able to convey this point by drawing on his 4 years of experience working in the banking sector. Karen believes that in the future, this new function may make MasterCard and other payment service providers, PSPs, redundant, as well as Nostro accounts. Similarly, he brought up PayPal and Visa, pointing out that Nostro accounts, which banks commonly have in order to guarantee liquidity during foreign exchange transactions, are used to freeze funds. Karen continued by saying that the adoption of XRP might make it unnecessary for banks to keep no accounts when making significant transfers. He also mentioned banks' preference to adopt XRP as a currency bridge asset in place of other currencies. The ex-banker also talked about how users can use cryptocurrencies to transmit money anywhere in the world without having to pay the exorbitant costs connected with utilizing intermediaries like PayPal. Karen also underlined the potential of distributive ledger technology, DL, and how it might improve the effectiveness of banking procedures. He said that updating many accounting and ledger systems by hand was a sizable percentage of his prior work as a banker. Thank you for watching, and that's all I have to say.